students. Today I am going to discuss a topic, transformation of sentences. So what is meant by transformation? It is a change of process. So what we are going to change? We are going to change sentences. So already we learned that there are 4 types of sentences. So assertive or declarative, imperative, interrogative and exclamatory. Today we are going to learn to change an assertive sentence into an interrogative sentence. So these 2 sentences are totally different. Assertive sentence makes a statement or it declares something, but interrogative sentence makes a question. So here we are going to change a statement into a question. Let us see how it is. See, for example, if we have any of a sentence or a statement, first of all we have to identify the helping verb in the given sentence. So what is the helping verb in the given sentence here? Is. Okay, Ravi is a brave boy. In this sentence, is a helping verb. So already I taught you. So helping verbs. There are different types of helping verbs. So am, is or was, were, these are the be forms. Do, does, did, these are the do forms. Have, has, had, these are the have forms. Will, would, shall, should, can, could, may, might, need to, ought to, dare to, all these are called the modal auxiliaries. All these helping verbs help the sentence to give a complete meaning. See here, Ravi is a brave boy. How can we change this statement into interrogative sentence? Okay, see. If we change the place of the verb, then we can easily make it as an interrogative sentence. Is Ravi a brave boy? Is Ravi a brave boy? So what did we do here? We changed the place of the verb. So we have written the verb at the beginning of the sentence. Already we learned there are 2 types of questions. Questions with double H words and questions with helping verbs. So this is the question with a helping verb. Ravi is a brave boy. It is a statement or it is a sentence. So is Ravi a brave boy? It is an interrogative sentence. We just changed the places of the subject and the verb. So let us see one more example. Sumant can solve this problem. What is the helping verb in the given sentence? Can. So if we change the place, then we can easily make it into interrogative sentence. See, can. Sumant solve this problem? Yes, it became an interrogative sentence. Is it clear? So, first of all, if we want to change an assertive or declarative sentence into interrogative, so we have to identify the helping verb in the sentence. By changing the place of the helping verb, we can make the sentence into interrogative sentence. So, let us see one more example. He will buy a car next week. So, here will is the helping verb. So, will he buy a car next week? It is the interrogative sentence. He will buy a car next week. It is the sentence. So this in declarative sentence, we change it into interrogative sentence by changing the place of the verb and subject. Is it clear? One more example. You are a teacher. For example, you are a teacher. What is the helping verb here? Are you a teacher? This interrogative sentence. Next one. They are playing cricket. They are playing cricket. Are they playing cricket? It is an interrogative sentence. Next one. She has gone to Mumbai. It is the assertive sentence. Has she gone to Mumbai? It is an interrogative sentence. So there is a question with helping verb. So we call that one as yes or no question. Did you remember that one? See, is Ravi a brave boy? For this, yes, Ravi is a brave boy. No, Ravi is not a brave boy. We can give answers as yes or no. So we have to say them as yes or no questions. Is it clear? See, so for example, if we have a helping verb, by changing the place of the helping verb, by placing the helping verb at the beginning of the sentence, we can make it into interrogative. Now let us see some more examples. See here, she sings sweetly. So can you identify a helping verb in the given sentence? Is there a helping verb? No. So here we have a main verb. So what are the main verbs? Main verbs are all action words are called as the main verbs. Run, jump, sit, stand, eat, sleep, sing, dance, draw, watch. All these are the examples for the main verbs. Here we have a main verb. She sings sweetly. So is there any helping verb? No. Then how can we change it? See, let us see. She sings sweetly. So what do we have here? For the main verb, we have S. So if there is yes to the main verb and the subject is singular, then we have to use does. Okay, so does she sing sweetly? Does she sing sweetly? So in the negative sentences, we learned this one. Okay, she sings sweetly. So what is the negative sentence for that? She doesn't sing sweetly. Okay, she does not sing sweetly. We learned. Okay, see, does she sing sweetly? Later, I will explain one more topic on negative and interrogative sentences in the next class. But let us complete this one now. She sings sweetly. So why do we have to use does here? Here we have SRES and the subject is singular. So here we have different types of pronouns. Let us see once. First personal pronoun, second personal pronoun, third personal pronoun. So first personal singular, I. Okay, first personal plural, we. Second personal pronoun singular, you, and plural, you. Next, third personal pronoun, he, she, it, and plural pronoun, they. So why we have to learn this one? If we have in the subject's place, if we have third personal singular pronouns, okay, if it is simple present tense, we have to use S or ES. How do we know it is simple present tense? If we have V1 form. If we have V1 form. So there are 4 forms in the verb. Okay, present form, past participle and present participle. Sing is the V1 form. Sing, sang, sung, singing. So this is the V1 form. So we have to use here does. She sings sweetly. So we have S or ES. So that we have to write does. And then the subject's place also we have third personal singular pronoun. Okay. So does she sing sweetly? Have you understood? Let me explain once again. If we have a simple present tense, okay, this is if we have S or ES to the main verb, it is a simple present tense. And in the subject's place, if we have third personal singular pronoun, okay, we have third personal singular pronoun in the subject's place, then we have to use S or ES in the main verb. Then we have to use does, the interrogative sentence. Does she sing sweetly? So next one, they plant trees. Here what is the subject? This is the plural subject. Only for third personal singular pronouns only we have to write S or ES to the main verb. So this is the plural verb, this is the plural subject. So we no need to write here S or ES. And that way this is also V1 form. They plant trees. So then what we have to use? Do. Do they plant trees? Do they plant If it is singular subject, we have to write does. If it is plural subject, we have to use do. So next one, he worked hard for the exams. He worked hard for the exams. Okay, here we have V2 form of the verb. V2 form means, it means past tense. If we have past tense, so we have to use did. He worked hard for the exams. So, did he work hard for the exams? Did he work hard for the exams? So, this is the interrogative sentence. See here, in the assertive sentence, we have V2 form. But in the, if we change it into interrogative sentence, we no need to use here verb V2 form. We have to use only V1 form, because already here we used did. Did is already V2 form. It indicates past tense. So again we no need to write V2 form in the interrogative sentence. Here also. So sings, it is the V1 form. So we have to add, if the subject is third person singular pronoun, we have to add s or es to the main verb. Already do plus es, it became does. Here already we have s. So no need to use here s. That's why here we used only sing. Does she sing sweetly? That's in the same way, already here did indicates past tense. So we no need to use here again past form of the verb. Okay, V1 form is enough. So next one, the students completed their project. Okay, the students completed their project. So completed is the V2 form. Complete, completed, completed, completed. Okay, see the students completed V2 form. Sorry, their project. Okay, the students is plural. So did the students complete their project? This is the interrogative sentence. Did the students complete their project? Okay, so we have V2 form of the verb. So here we used did. I want to tell you here one thing. So here we have singular subject and here we have plural subject. The students means plural. So in the past tense means if we have V2 form in any of the sentence, even if the subject is singular or plural, we have to use did. We have to use did. So like if you see here, the simple present tense, here we have the subject singular and here we have the subject plural. So for the singular subject we used does and for the plural subject we used do. But in the past tense, even it is a singular subject or the plural subject, we have to start the question with did. Is it clear to you? Let me explain once. So if we do not have any of the helping verb, if we have a main verb, how to change the sentence into interrogative sentence? See, based on the verb, whether it is V1 or V2, we have to identify. So if it is V1 form and in the subject place, if we have third personal singular pronouns, so he, she, it or singular nouns also are treated as third personal singular pronouns. See, she sings sweetly. Then we have to use does. Does she sing sweetly? So, in the assertive sentence, we have here s. But already we have written here, so that we no need to write here again s. Does she sing sweetly? So, next one, if we have a plural subject, then we have to use do. Do they plant trees? So, do we have to use. Next one, if we have V2 form, even the subject is singular or plural, we have to use did. He worked hard for the exams. Did he work hard for the exams? Yes. The students completed their project. Did the students complete their project? So again we no need to write the interrogative sentence. We no need to write V2 form. So V1 form is enough if we are making a question with did. So this is what the transformation of sentences. So we learned how to change an assertive sentence into interrogative sentence. If we have a helping verb in the given sentence, by changing the place of the helping verb, okay, by using the helping verb at the end of the, at the beginning of the sentence, we can make it into interrogative sentence. At the same time, if you have a main verb in the sentence, according to the given verb, so we can use do, does or did. Have you understood? So in the next class, we learned how to change an assertive sentence into exclamatory sentence. Okay, we learned that one in the next class. Thank you.